Good morning, everybody. Today is Thursday, September 19th, 2024. You're in the live trading room of Tim the Trader. And welcome. Hope you all had a good evening. Boy, what a second session we had yesterday with the Fed announcement. I mean, you can just see on the charts just the wild uh, gyrations that it went through. Just amazing. Um, really not much to talk about other than the Fed announcement. I got some incredible reports yesterday from you guys on how you did on this. So I'm very proud of you for taking advantage of it, getting in there and dipping your ladle into the pool of money and grabbing yourself a big pile of it. So good on you. Q closed yesterday at 471.66, and I believe it is way up to 482.36. So clearly we have a gap play if we ever, and I doubt we're going to come down to it, but the gap trigger would be way up at 478.84. I'm going to mark that. 478.84 will be the gap trigger, the gap fill and trigger. Wow, just nothing but up overnight. All the markets are up tremendously this morning. Let's see here. Let's bring that forward a little bit, move that back. All right, so going over to the option chain, we are trading tomorrow's expiration, which is the 20th. So let me switch over to 20th, and we have 1,400,000, almost 1,500,000 in on pre-market volume, which is great. Obviously, our option numbers strikes are way out of whack right now. Those will come back in. We only have 61 cents at on the call side at the money and 10.60 on the put side at the money. You can only imagine what key strikes look like. Which he'll tell us in a minute. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and just bring Keith on right now. Good morning, Keith.
Good morning, Tim. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, interesting day yesterday. I only had one trade in the morning for 40 cents and one trade in the afternoon for 10 cents. So my platform just wasn't cooperating to be able to get in those trades. So anyway, but all positive yesterday and very good for the day. Today we had the initial jobless claims came out about as anticipated. Federal or Philadelphia Fed manufacturing numbers came out quite a bit higher than anticipated. And at 10 o'clock, we'll have existing home sales and existing home sales change month to month. And two bond auctions today, one at 11:30, one at 1300 or 1 o'clock. And that's going to be interesting to see what those do relative to yesterday's rate adjustment there. So, and I'm trading either Monday's or Wednesday's expiration. If I can get a reasonable spread between bid and ask, I'll trade Wednesday. If not, I'll switch to Monday, but I'll let you know as I look at it.
Okay, very good. And just a programming note, Keith is going to, I'm going to have to leave a little early today, about 15 minutes early, and Keith will take the last 15 minutes of play calling, and which I very much appreciate. And we have less than a minute to go. Again, we're starting at the money at the 480. In fact, I don't think I ever said what we're starting at. The 482 on the call side, the 483 on the put side. Let's let Mr. Bryce into the room here. And that's where we will be. We'll let Bill in. We got 15 seconds. And there's 10 seconds. All right, stand by, everybody. We're going to get going here
I don't
in
know if you said, Tim, but underlying is 1.5 million traded so far this morning.
yes. Yep. I got it's actually 1.7 now and growing very quickly. We're in. Do that. There we go. See that a little better. Okay. Let's make it a good day. We had a great day yesterday. Let's keep it going. Had one loss yesterday, but ended up plus 100. yesterday, but I know a bunch of you beat the pants off me yesterday, Andrew. All right, let's see. Let me get logged in and see what's going on with the broader numbers. Wow, looking at the big board on CNBC, and it is almost 95% green. So let's see what the numbers are here. Okay, so we've got the Dow is up 597, Nas up 400, S&P up 93. Very strong market up. We'll see if that holds on. We've dipped down here a little bit, looking for our usual breakout in the first couple of minutes. The market's up that high. Should be an interesting day. We'll see if Q follows in line with everything. Getting a little pullback now. Okay, so our numbers have equalized, and actually our numbers are looking pretty good after the buildup to the Fed announcement. We've got strikes in the low threes now, which is good. We're out of the $4 range. That helps extend our buying power, certainly. Let me get my volume subchart set up properly here. There we go. Lots of volume. Already up to 2.6, 2.7 million in the underlying. We're in the third minute. Love to see just a nice long call trend happen this morning.
Yeah, it's potential though, Tim. The market maker emptied their warehouse at this open and
Mhm.
looking to fill it too. So
Mhm.
the long-term charts are fairly high in the range.
Okay,
So we may get a slight pullback here.
let's see. Yeah, a little bit. All right, so we're sort of trending down here a little bit. I think the market maker, like he said, would like to fill the warehouse again, heading toward VWAP. Remember, the market maker is buying when price is going down. We have crossed on our 1 minute. Heikenasi, our 5 minute is converging. Down at VWAP, trying to cross VWAP here. And there it goes. So I'm going to keep an eye on the 483 on the put side, the 483. In case this really does start really pulling back. All right. I'm going to go over to the 483 on the put side. Just stand by on this and see if we continue selling off. Haven't really fully cleared VWAP yet. Five-minute MACD is about to cross. But struggling a bit to get further down here.
I'm going to go ahead and try to enter this.
All right, going to the 482, I mean the 483. Stand by.
And I did get in it.
Okay. I'm holding off a bit here, folks. A little bit of a reversal here, maybe nothing. Back up to VWAP. I'm going to jump over to the call side, to the 482 on the call side, 482. And I'm going to go ahead and enter the 482 on the call side. And I'm in, filled at 314.
Oh, I got the 489.
All right, we're up to 326. I'm going to go ahead and just take some profit here real quick. 328, 314 to 328. And we'll reserve the right to get back into that trade.
Entering again or no?
Not yet, Ashim.
Thank you.
I'm going to put a demand zone in there, Tim.
Oh, yeah. Let's do that. I Let's add a demand zone right here. Clean this up a little bit. There we go. Add a day to it. There we go. We got us a demand zone. Could even put in a, well, we'll wait. We'll hold off a little bit. All right, going back to the 482 on the call side, I'm gonna go ahead and enter this again. All right, filled at 355. Up to 358, 360.
$352 to $368.
Wow, nice. All right, getting a bit of a reversal here. Price reversing back down. See how far this goes. Pretty big reversal going on here. Look at this. Every minute is above 100,000. We're already up to 5,300,000. Great volume. All right, price stalling here a little bit. Back down to VWAP. Boy, all the retail traders came out today. Everyone's trading today. Beautiful volume so far.
They heard how well you did yesterday. Probably can put a true demand or a supply zone in now too.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go ahead and do that while we wait. right there. Oop. Right there. 83 to 43. And let's go plus. We'll turn this red color more. HSV 60. Like so. And let's just change the color level. I mean, the price level, color level. That's what we're changing, but on the price level. There we go. Pretty tight little range here. All right, Keith, you're going to get out of that put yet.
Yes, sir.
Second, it's actually the second retest of the demand zone. Trying to get through and stay through. Big tug of war going on between buyers and sellers.
Yeah, probably a lot of stops there at VWAP.
Yeah. Every minute over 100,000 up to 6,200,000. Let's see what our broader markets are doing. So Dow up 431, Nas up 384, S&P up 78. It's pretty big numbers on the call side. You can see the market makers really struggling to get price down, fill up the warehouse.
It'll get there.
It'll get there. You've got to be pretty. There it goes. bring that chart up. Let's bring that chart up. Let's bring this one up. Okay. All right, I'm going to head over to the 482 on the put side. A lot of volume coming in on this minute. It's only a matter of how much does the market maker need to fill? How much space in that warehouse do they need to fill up with positions?
Keith, are you still holding that?
I am.
Nice.
Yeah, he's going for a grand slam. And the doors swing open. I'm surprised on one hand that prices dip this deep with as high as the markets are, but then again, knowing what the market maker is doing by filling the warehouse and then turning price around to start selling, which is what looks like is going on. So I'm going to go over to the 481 on the call side, 481, strike call. And wait for it to get through VWAP. Longer term charts are still showing a slight bias toward the put side. Heading up toward VWAP. Of course, we'll have our usual trouble on VWAP.
And then it's still the pop.
Thank you. Price kind of pausing here. See which way it goes. Starting to see a little bit slower volume come in now. Got 8,200,000 in on the underlying, coming up on just a minute out from the pop at the top. Market maker may take the pop at the top an opportunity to push down again. In a messy middle here. Messy middle rule applies. 9 times out of 10, we'll come out of it the same way we went into it. Since price was going down when we came into the messy middle, we'd expect it to come out of this messy middle the same way with price going down. Except maybe this time.
We're in the pop.
And we're in the pop.
Just struggling, the Vivo.
Mm-hmm. All right, we're in the second minute of the pop. A little bit higher volume. Just kind of stuck in this range right here for now. So we got up to 8,600,000 in the first half hour. That's pretty good volume. Market maker is going to need to come in and shove this price one direction or the other. From right now, just in consolidation. Bing. Price trying to push through the kind of double whammy of VWAP and a zone, which are right on top of each other. Got to get up there. All right, going over to the call side, to the 482 on the call side. Okay, I'm going to move our demand zone down to here. It's a real ugly price agreement, but it is what it is. So we'll take it down there. Just crossed over into 9 million on the underlying volume. Starting to see some minutes show up underneath, under 100,000. 817, 355. Okay. Let me see. Andrew's got 2 trades plus 62 so far. Way to go, buddy. So prices come up and touch the supply zone. And back down to VWAP, kind of getting stuck between supply zone and VWAP. On the long term, the bias is just beginning to turn, trying to turn to the call side. Five-minute MACD is about to cross. See if we can break up through the supply zone. And we'll look at another call trade. Checking that 483.06. 7.
Hey, Tim, you're still in that other call trade, right?
Yeah. I'm still in that call trade from earlier. Keith, you still in that put trade?
I am.
You are.
Those long-term charts are high in the MACD.
Mm-hmm.
It is going to come down.
Okay. You wouldn't mind if I retrieve my call trade though first?
No, I'll be a nice guy. Go ahead.
Thanks.
Yeah, I've just haven't been. I've been too impatient to get out of these when it's set up like this for pulling back and or just even moving. So I'm gonna let this one go a bit here.
Sure.
Plus, I've got next Wednesday's expiration, so I've got some time too.
Be a good experiment.
Time decay shouldn't be hurting me at all.
Mm.
Watch out for a crazy Ivan on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Or not. I think a lot of profit taken around VWAP in that. I left the old demand zone as an intermediate zone there. A lot of profit taken there, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. So that last minute looks like the market maker push price down, take out stops, pick up those positions so we can continue this campaign up.
What time did you get in on that call?
Entered that call at 9:41.
Okay.
And it's getting fairly close. All right, our 5-minute MACD crossed up. 15-minute is converging. Having problems pulling away from the supply zone. It has retested it a number of times. Last minute was 1 penny away from a doji. What are our let's see here. We're up to 10,136,000. Haven't hit 10 million this early in a while. Dow's up 447, Nas up 420, S&P's up 88. So very positive markets. Down.
Strange. I got logged out and logged back in again on Zoom.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's odd.
Did you get out of that, Tim?
Nope, not yet. Still in it. Not quite there yet. Things are slowing down here a little bit. Maybe going through another period of consolidation or a messy middle. Yeah, getting up there. Right on the edge, right at break even now. There we go. And go ahead and take profit here at 374, 355 to 374.
Oh, great. Okay, it can pull back now.
All right, so 15-minute has crossed. MACD has crossed, so we're definitely in a put bias right now. Yes, we are high in the longer term price rotation.
Wave for whatever it's worth. The existing home sales that came out at 10 missed by a little bit on existing home sales, and the sales change was down by quite a bit. They're expecting it to go up. What was that? Oh no, it was previous was down, and no, excuse me, was up, and it was this month was down 2.5. It was up 1.5% last month, down 2.5% this month.
Hmm.
But all that was before the Fed dropped their rate too.
Yeah.
Now, granted, there isn't exact correlation between that and mortgage rates, but it's somewhat loosely connected.
Mhm. All right, so I'm going to go back to the 483 on the call side. Price might be finding a bit of a top here. We'll see. Got 11,165,000 in on the underlying. See what our broader markets are doing. Dow's up 412, Nas up 447, S&P up 91.
Boy, that's some big volume on, or
Wow.
significantly more volume on a couple of those candles.
Yeah. Yeah, that one at 1018, that nice push up that allowed me to get out of that call trade. and then again at 1020, but interesting. The price range stayed fairly thin. Andrew, 3 trades now, plus 86. Way to go. Way to go, Andrew. Doing so well, man. I'm proud of you. And if just keep in mind, if you're trading today, bond auctions at 11:30 at 1, you may want to wait to those, try not to be in a trade right when those hit. Possible supply zone or new supply zone forming here. Well, starting to see some decline here. So I'm going to go over to the put side to the 484 on the put side. 484. Yeah. Just hate to bet against the market trend, the trend being all toward the call side right now, and price continuing to rise. We lost our supply zone there. We've got 11,600,000 in on the underlying. Good volume. Although we are starting to see some sub 100,000 minutes creeping in. So I'm going to go back over to the call side, actually to the 483 on the call side. Okay, 483 on the call side, stand by. I'm going to go ahead and re-enter this 483 on the call side, and I'm in at 340. Wow. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take profit here at 365, 340 to 365. Holy smokes, the thing just jumped up there. So that's three trades up. One, two, three. Yeah, up 58.
I don't quite understand the volume on that last minute. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. Well, the best I can figure is the market maker was either holding on to buy trades. They were holding on to pass those all through at once. Well, that's mostly what I think it is. Price still rising, so I'm going to head back over to the 484. You see that we picked up an intermediate strike at 484.78. I think we're in line for some sort of pullback here pretty soon, though. Getting pretty high up on our MACD on both the 1 and the 5 and the 15 for that matter. And the 30 are way up there. Wow. See what our broader markets are doing. Yeah, Dow's up 492, knocking on the 500 door. Nasdaq's up 487. S&P is up 101. Wow, I don't see S&P get into three digits very often. Price keeps rising. So we're gonna go to the 484.78, 484.78 strike call.
Tell Dexter to bark again. It went up when he did.
Dex. Dear. Probably barking at the deer, which have a trail through the backyard.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. Down SP at record levels, says CNBC. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So really great week this so far. Only had one loss yesterday the whole week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 18 trades. So we're doing good. Of course, you guys, a bunch of you are reporting your returns. Thank you, and I appreciate that. You guys are doing really well. Going through another period of consolidation here. Do feel like we're in for a major pullback here. We generally don't rise this fast without a pretty good pullback retracement that happens. So I'm going to hold off on a call trade here. We're in another messy middle situation. This could be the beginnings of it here. Our 1 minute MACD is already crossed. Back to the put side. $14,200,000 in on the underlying. And as I said in the beginning, I'm going to be getting out, need to get out here a little early. I'm just going to stay a few more minutes. Keith is going to take over for me. I'm going to make him host, and he will call the rest of the morning for me, and I appreciate that. All right, looks like we might have, how much time do we have left? So new supply zone going in up here on our 5-minute chart. Let's see, 37.29. Yeah, we'll let that 5-minute candle burn down a bit more. I'm gonna head over to the 485 on the put side, 485 on the put side.
Randy asked if I'm still in the put trade, and yes, I am. Again, it's Wednesday's expiration, so I've got time.
Mm-hmm.
But as Tim was saying, these long-term charts are so high that they don't stay that way often.
Mm-mm.
So just got to be patient.
Yep, that sell-off is coming.
I got in a trade yesterday, and for the heck of it, I left one contract open until this morning because I
Uh-huh.
figured it was going to jump up on opening, and I made $2.75 on it.
Oh, nice.
Only one contract, but still.
Still, 275. Wow. Way to go. Too bad we don't have more Fed announcements.
Yeah, really. That was a good one yesterday.
Oh, that was huge. Maybe one of the best in terms of price movement.
I guess we can move that supply zone up.
Yes, we can. Let's do this. I'm going to duplicate this one and we'll bring it up. Right there. And I'll duplicate the price level, bring that up as well. Right there. There we go. Now we're getting their pullback. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and give you control. And let's do this. Keith Moore. Make host. Okay. All right, Keith, you've got control.
All right, thank you. Should be seeing my screen.
There they are
now.
right now. Okay, folks, that's it for me today. I will see you all tomorrow morning. I leave you in the very, very capable hands of Mr. Keith Frampton. See you tomorrow, folks.
Yep, see you, Tim. All right, well, And we certainly have had the 1 minute Heikenase MACD crossover down here. And so it's definitely heading down. The 5 minute chart here, the MACD is turned down, but it hasn't crossed yet. And the, where'd it go here? The 15 minute and the 30 minute, maybe they're starting to turn a little bit, but they've got a ways to go before they'll cross back down. So yes, I am still in that put. And I think it'll be fine. If you wanted to get in a put here, it probably wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing. With the market being up so green, though, I'd be cautious that you don't stay in it too long, but certainly could at the money probably get into the 485 on the put side. I'm not, because I'm already in it, and I'm not doubling down just yet on mine. Doubling down means just opening more contracts at a lower price, so your dollar cost averaging, the price goes down, so it's easier to get out, but more cash is at risk if you do that also. So I'm not anxious to do that real just yet. And volume has slowed down here a little bit, but we still have had quite a few candles up at the $100,000 mark up here. What do we got here? The general markets, Dow's up 459, Nasdaq's up 465, and S&P's up 93. All right, keep coming down for me. Definitely get these pause areas of the market, but as Tim talks about this messy middle, typically it continues back on that same direction, which is down at the moment. If you have any other questions, you can either unmute yourself or type them in the chat box. For me, it's just the being patient waiting game here at the moment. Still have a ways to go to get down to VWAP yet, because it had such a strong move up. Again, I'm in next Wednesday's expiration, the 25th, the 482 on the put side. The 5 minute MACD's getting close to crossing over down here. And the 15 and the 30 minute MACD is starting to turnover there a little bit. In fact, the 15 minutes flattened out. All right, getting a nice pullback here. If you did get into a put, you may want to look at getting out for a nice gain right now. Can always get back in it. The 1 minute Heikin-Ashi MACD is actually crossed under the midpoint now. Still don't have a crossover on the 5 minute yet. A lot of times you get these pause places where the market makers fill in stop orders. Where it continues on back down, maybe. Just about at the end of the 5 minute candle down here that we'll get another candle there. All right, don't need to be going back up now on me. Come on, keep coming down. A bit of a crazy Ivan action going there. That's when you get a strong move up on the green candle, then immediately starts coming down on the next candle, or just the opposite. It comes down on a red candle and then immediately goes up on the next green can or next candle for green. Getting ready for a crossover on the 5 minute. I would guess if this continues down here a little bit, the next candle will get a crossover on the MACD on the 5 minute chart. We do have a red candle on the 30 minute chart, not on the 15 minute Heikin-Ashi yet. Again, the Heikin-Ashi averages 2 candles together, so it's going to move a little bit slower, but definitely the 30 minute has a crossover with not a crossover, but with a red candle. All right, there we go. Come on down. Got a number of nice red Heikin-Ashi candles in a row here on the Heikin-Ashi 1 minute chart. And slowly coming down. Still getting a number of Vaughn candles up around 100,000 here. Few have dropped below it, but still get quite a few. Got a nice push up here on that green candle there. Yeah, we just got a crossover, then it disappeared right here on the 5-minute MACD. There we got the crossover again with the red candle. And it goes away. We got what's our volume over here? Mm-hmm. 16.7 million underlying traded, so fairly high day today. Not the highest we've seen, but fairly high, particularly from what we were seeing earlier in the week. Having some struggles here about 43.40 cent. Trying to get down below it here. There we go. Come on, get down below it there. Continue on down. The 15-minute MACD is turned down. It hasn't crossed yet. That'll be a little while yet. The 30 minutes just flattened out. The 5-minute has crossed over. Just remember there is a bond auction at 11:30 and 1 o'clock today, so that could move the market. And I'm guessing that the interest rates for that are going to be drops due to yesterday's drop, which means more money may be coming into the market here because they're getting out of bonds. But we'll see. We'll see. And on down. There we go. Let's get some good drops here. There we go. See, we just got to ask for it. You got about 5 minutes, 4 minutes, I guess, till the top of the hour. I'm fairly confident this is going to come back here for me, but just going to have to be patient on this. Maybe this afternoon I can get out of this. You can see over here in the, let me expand that up here a little bit here. On the active trader, it's running about 424 or so. And I got in at 511, so still got a ways to go yet for me on that. I think getting down close to the VWAP there. See if you can find some resistance there. Then the gray line is an intermediate zone from a prior supply zone there that I left in there. So for me, it's got to get through VWAP. It's got to get through, I think, 2 intermediate zones and then get down below the demand zone for me to get out. It's been a nice pullback here. See what the broader market is. Dow's back under 400 now. It's 392. Nasdaq's 428, and S&P is back under 100. It's 87, up 87. Still getting the number of candles up close to 100,000. Few below it. There we go.
Hey, my PC got wiped out. How did you? I know I've asked you before. What was the app for the alarm clock? I'm going to put it in my notes.
Oh, it's called a candle bar timer. And I contacted them because a lot of times it's off by a little bit on the I think it's off a couple seconds from the true trading number. And they were working on coming out with one that it will be spot on in a couple weeks. And I guess that was a week ago I talked to them.
Oh, great. And is that an app?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, on my PC. I don't know if there's one for Macs or not, but you're probably using a PC to use the Thinkorswim platform anyway. So yeah, it's just under the App Store.
Thank you.
Candle bar timer. They have a couple different versions of it there, depending on what you want. And this is just the freeware one that just does it on 1 minute intervals. Yeah. Get this back up here. So it's getting down close to VWAP. Came down and touched it. Come on, get across it. A lot of times it struggles to get across VWAP, so it may take a time or two to get across. Oh, get down, you can get across that. Oh, we're past the top of the hour. I'm going to continue watching this. Again, I'm still in the put. I think it will pull back and get out of it. And we'll let you know tomorrow what happened on that or whether I held it overnight. So again, I have Wednesday's expiration. My preference would not to be hold it overnight, but we'll see what happens. I thank you, and Tim, thanks you for being here with us. And I'll probably leave the charts up here for a little bit, but you all have a great day.
Wait,
Thanks, Keith.
Yep,
Thank you, Kate. Bye.
bye.